الحضور الكريم، دقائق ونبدأ معكم اليوم الاحتفال، فنرجو من الجميع الجلوس في المقاعد، وضع الهواتف المحمولة بوضع الصامت. شكرا لتفاهمكم وتعاملكم. Dear audience, we are about to begin, so please remain seated and turn your mobile phone to the silent mode. Thank you for your cooperation and attention. السيدات والسادة الكرام، ضيوفنا الأفاضل، متحدثين الموقرين، حضورنا الكريم، أمسي عليكم بالخير وحياكم الله معنا اليوم في الحفل 24 السنوي لمجلس الأعمال والمهن الهندي، وأيضا حفل إطلاق العلم بمناسبة اليوبيل الفضي، بالإضافة اليوم نحو 25 عاما من الشراكة المميزة بين العلاقات التجارية الكويتية الهندية. نرحب بالبداية بممثل عن معالي وزير التجارة والصناعة بدولة الكويت السيد خليفة عبدالله العجيل، ممثلا عن معاليه مدير إدارة العلاقات الدولية في وزارة التجارة والصناعة السيد عبدullah الحرز. نرحب أيضا بسعادة سفير جمهورية الهند لدولة الكويت باراميتا تريباتي. نرحب أيضا بأصحاب السعادة ضيوف الكويت في أرض الصداقة والمحبة والسلام. نرحب أيضا بأصحاب السعادة الممثلين من القطاع الحكومي والقطاع الخاص والشخصيات العامة وكبار الشخصيات ووسائل الإعلام، ولكم أيضا حضورنا الكريم، وندعوكم اليوم بأمسية استثنائية.
Namaskar. A very good evening to one and all. On behalf of the Indian Business and Professional Council and under the patronage of the Indian Embassy of Kuwait, we welcome you all to the 24th Annual Year Celebration and the Silver Jubilee Year Flag-Off Ceremony.
والآن حضورنا الكريم يرجى التكرم بالوقوف في حال القدرة لعزف السلام الوطني لدولة الكويت وجمهورية الهند.
So without further ado, let us begin this event by honoring the state of Kuwait and the Republic of India by playing their national anthems respectively. I kindly request everyone to please rise and remain standing for both the national anthems.
وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد وعلى جبينك طالع الساقي. وطن الكويت وطن الكويت وطن الكويت سلمت للمجد. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा. विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा. तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे. गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
You may please take your seats. The friendship between Kuwait and India goes back more than 250 years, a bond that began before either country gained independence. In those early days, Kuwaiti merchants sailed across the Arabian Sea to India's western coast, arriving first at Calicut in the south and then Bombay and Mangalore, trading pearls, spices, textiles, and building relationships that went far beyond business.
Well said from you, Dr. Ribi. Since establishing the diplomatic ties in 1962, our two nations are continuing to work closely together in the trade, energy, education, and also healthcare. The Indian Business and Professional Council, IBPC, representing the largest diaspora of the Indian businessmen in the state of Kuwait, have played a key role in nurturing these ties. Now, to showcasing the enduring Indo-Kuwaiti relationship on this important role, so I would like to request today to strengthen, let's watch this video together about the visual presentation for showcasing the Kuwait Indo for the 24 years. So let's watch the video together. We'll be right back. So please stay tuned.
The story began centuries ago between the two sides of the Arabian Sea, Kuwait and India. In the 1950s, people from India came to Kuwait seeking a better life and a brighter future. Through hard work and determination, some started small businesses, while others found success in trade, engineering, medicine, and education. Together, they grew with Kuwait. Built on trust and friendship, Indians became an inseparable part of Kuwait's journey of progress. Decades later, in 2001, Indian business leaders, senior executives, and professionals came together to form the Indian Business and Professional Council, IBPC Kuwait, under the patronage of the Indian ambassador. IBPC is a non-profit, voluntary association that promotes business, trade, and investment, while strengthening cross-cultural ties between India and Kuwait. We celebrate India's rich cultural heritage in Kuwait, host Indian professionals as speakers, and collaborate with the Indian Embassy to organize events, workshops, and performances featuring renowned Indian artists and musicians. We take pride in supporting students through educational grants and upholding our social responsibilities. IBPC stands for compassion, tirelessly strengthening the bridge between Kuwait and India across economic, cultural, and humanitarian dimensions. IBPC Kuwait, 24 years of building tomorrow together.
A special thanks for the working crew who did this video. They are creative from the IBPC. And now, dear audience, now we'll go for our next segment. We'll have the reception of dignitaries on the stage. We'll have the seating of the dignitaries who are in our stage now. So may I request Mr. Kaiser Shakir, the Honorable Chairman of IBPC, to escort our Chief Guest, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, his representative, Mr. Abdullah Al-Harz, here on the stage, please. Thank you so much for joining us. And a huge round of applause for our starting for our ceremony. And now our dear audience, we're gonna now continuing our segment. Now I will request Mr. Sorish KP, the Honorable Secretary of IBPC, to escort the Ambassador of India to the State of Kuwait, His Excellency Paramita Tripathi, on the stage. Please proceed. It's a very great moment and very wonderful occasion. We are very delighted to be here in this IBPC for the 24th annual anniversary. now, our dear audience, we're going to continue with this segment. I will request the Honorable Trajan Mr. Krishan Suryakant to escort the guest of honor, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, Chairperson of the HCLTech, onto the stage. Please proceed. And now I would like to invite the Mr. Suresh KP, the Honorable Secretary of IBPC, to the welcoming address gathering. Please proceed to the podium.
Respected Honorable Minister, esteemed Ambassador, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and good evening. On behalf of the Executive Committee and members of the Indian Business and Professional Council, under the gracious patronage of the Embassy of India, Kuwait, it gives the immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to our 24th annual day celebration and the flag off of the Silver Jubilee year of the IBPC Kuwait. The evening is truly special as we gather to celebrate a journey of commitment, collaboration, and shared progress. A journey that continues to strengthen the bridge of friendship between India and Kuwait. We are deeply honored to have Mr. Abdullah Al-Haris. It is also a privilege to welcome Her Excellency, Ms. Paramita Tripathi, Ambassador of India to Kuwait. Your Excellency, it is indeed a proud moment to have you with our Kuwaiti business community. Your distinguished diplomatic experience and forward-looking approach of promise to further cement the strong and historic bonds between our two nations. We are equally privileged to welcome Ms. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, Chairperson of HCLTech. Ma'am, your outstanding leadership, vision for innovation, and commitment to empowering future generations to inspire professionals and entrepreneurs around the world. We are truly honored by your gracious presence tonight. I also extend an immense gratitude to our chairman, Mr. Kaisar T. Shakir, and executive members, Mr. Gaurav Oberoi, Mr. Sunit Arora, and Mr. Krishnagant Surigant, advisory board members, sponsors, and all the awardees who have contributed to the India-Kuwait bilateral relationship. Once again, I warmly welcome you all. May this evening mark the beginning of another chapter of cooperation, prosperity, and mutual success between India and Kuwait. Thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai Kuwait and India relationship. Thank you.
To mark the auspicious beginning of our program, I would like to invite our respected dignitaries and the full Executive Council members to please come forward and light the ceremonial lamp, a tradition that represents the triumph of light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. Thank you all. Now, I would like to invite the Honorable Chairman of Indian Business and Professional Council, Mr. Kaiser Shakir, to address the gathering.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Namaste and a very good evening. His Excellency Mr. Khalifa Abdullah Al-Ajil and his representative Mr. Abdullah Al-Hars, Minister of Commerce, Her Excellency Mrs. Paramita Tripathi, Ambassador of India to Kuwait, Mrs. Roshni, Nadar, Malhotra, Chairperson HCLTech, distinguished guests, members of IBPC, friends of India and well-wishers. It gives me immense pleasure and joy to welcome you all for this 24th annual day celebration of Indian Business and Professional Council Kuwait. This evening isn't just about making another year. It's a celebration of a journey that began almost 24 years ago. One strengthened by friendships that grew over time, association that stood the test of challenges, and a spirit of purpose that continues to guide us. A few minutes ago, we all saw the video capturing IBPC's 24 years journey. I must say, it beautifully summed up who we are and what we stand for. For many of our senior members here, it must have brought back a wave of nostalgia, faces, moments, events that shaped our story. And for the younger generation, I hope it served as an inspiration, a reminder of what can be achieved when passion and purpose come together. When we began in 2001 as Indian Business Council, the dream was simple: to create a platform that strengthens India-Kuwait relations through business, culture, and community. Over the years, that dream grew, and we evolved into Indian Business and Professional Council, reflecting the growing presence and participation of Indian professionals in Kuwait's progress. And since then, IBPC has been at the forefront of promoting business connections, professional exchange, and cultural understanding. We've connected minds and hearts, bringing together entrepreneurs, institutions, and above all, people. But IBPC's story is not just about business. Whenever calamity struck, whether it was floods, earthquakes, or the COVID pandemic, IBPC has always stepped forward. We stood with our community, contributed with heart, and done our bit to ease the pain. Because in times of crisis, what truly matters is compassion, and that has always been the heart of IBPC. And as we celebrate 24 years tonight, I'm delighted to announce that we will be soon flagging off a special initiative, which is 25 years, 25 events. It's ambitious, but we'll do that, leading up to a Silver Jubilee next year. Through these 25 events, we aim to celebrate our legacy, connect deeper with community, and open new chapters in our partnership in Kuwait. Our journey has also been strengthened by our collaborations with leading trade and business industry bodies like the Trade Promotion Council of India, Federation of Indian Exporters Organization, ASSOCHAM, FICCI, and most recently CII. The MOUs signed have helped us expand opportunities, businesses, and professionals, deepening economic bridge between the two nations. Now, if I may take a personal moment, my own journey with IBPC began way back in 2017 as the treasurer. I never really planned to be the chairman. It was just happened somewhere on the way. And what a journey it has been. Over the years, I have had the privilege of working closely with previous teams under the leadership of late Anand Kapadia. Now, last week was Anand Kapadia's death anniversary, so we do remember him fondly. Choji Lamba, Zia, and Soli Matthew, who served as a secretary then. Each phase was a learning experience full of memories, milestones, and lessons that shaped my understanding of what IBPC truly stands for. I've been fortunate to have an exceptional executive committee by my side. Our Vice Chairman Gaurav Oberoi, Secretary KP Suresh, Joint Secretary Sunita Arora, and Treasurer Krish Suryakant. We argue, we debate, and yes, we even fight at times. But every disagreement comes from the same place, a love for this organization and a desire to serve the community better. We may differ in our views, but we are united in purpose, and that unity is what helped us deliver what we have so far and what will guide us in the years to come. I sincerely thank this wonderful team for their relentless support, trust, and belief in our collective goal. We are deeply grateful to the Embassy of India in Kuwait for their constant support, trust, recognition. Their guidance and encouragement have been instrumental in every step of our journey. Excellencies, I take this moment to express our profound admiration for the visionary leadership of Kuwait under the guidance of His Highness the Amir Sheikh Mishal Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, His Highness the Prime Minister, and the esteemed government of Kuwait. The nation is charting a path of resilience and prosperity through Kuwait Vision 2035. The vision aspires to transform Kuwait into a regional financial, commercial, and a cultural hub. It focuses on 7 pillars of diversifying the economy, improving infrastructure, developing healthcare and education, investing in renewable energy, empowering youth, digitization of governance, and enhancing the role of private sector. For the 1 million Indians, strong Indian community, this vision is also an invitation to contribute our skills, services, and investments in making Kuwait's economy more sustainable, resilient, and globally competitive. And I say this with confidence that the Indian community here can be counted on by both nations to strengthen this relationship, be it a nation to nation, people to people, business to business, or a culture to culture, or a community to community connect. IBPC will continue to play its part with commitment and pride. And just as Kuwait has a vision for its future, India too is on a transformative path. Under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, India's ambition is clear: to become a center for innovation, education, travel, tourism, investment, and much more. We're looking towards Viksit Bharat 2047 when India celebrates its 100th anniversary. Latest projections from the IMF and other rating agencies show that India's growth will be around 6.4 to 6.6% in the coming years, ahead of many major economies. In comparison, the other large economies are likely to grow much slower. The world average is around 2.8% to 3%. So this gives Kuwait and Kuwaiti investors a rare opportunity to look at India not just as a trade partner, but as a cultural hub, an economic hub, a destination for travel, and of course, tourism. I invite our Kuwaiti friends to invest in India, to explore India's offerings, to come aboard this momentum. And as we celebrate tonight, on behalf of my entire executive committee, I take this moment to once again thank our past chairman committees who have led IBPC with vision and sincerity over the years. We build on the solid foundation they laid. To our members, thank you for the trust and involvement. You are the strength and the spirit of this organization. To our dignitaries and guests, your presence tonight is deeply valued and appreciated. And to our awardees, we are truly honored to have you with us. Your achievements and contributions have strengthened India-Kuwait ties and inspired many along the way. You represent values we hold dear: humility, excellence, and service. As we move forward, let's continue this journey together with gratitude for the past, faith in the present, and hope that lies ahead. On behalf of IBPC, I thank you all for being part of this evening and this incredible journey. Jai Hind, Jai Kuwait, and long live India-Kuwait relationship. Thank you.
A special thanks for the Honorable Chairman for IBPC, Mr. Kaiser Shakir, for his wonderful speech. I wish him and all the working crew for the IBPC, wish him all the best for organizing this event. And now our dear audience, we're going to continue the program schedule for our ceremony. We're delighted, our dear audience, to announce the release of the souvenir book commemorating the 24 remarkable years of Indian Business and Professional Council here in the state of Kuwait. This publication captures the milestones and the achievement and the cherished memories for our journey. So I request the member of IBPC to distribute the souvenir book to our dignitaries on the stage and the esteemed guests to reveal the book together to the audience. Please proceed, our team, please proceed to the stage to broughting the souvenir books. It's a great moment and a great atmosphere. We're witnessing today the commemorating for the 24 years for the IBPC. I would like to also all the executive community for the IBPC, please proceed to the stage for the souvenir book ceremony, please. Please, dear audience, our distinguished, please reveal the book, please. Okay. Should I reveal it also? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the souvenir box. And also our dear audience, I would like to request also the other copies of the souvenir box are available for all the members to collect at the end of the program outside this hall. Thank you so much for joining us and proceeding for the souvenir box. Thank you so much. It's my privilege. And now our dear audience, I would like also on behalf of myself and all the working crew, would like to greet the representative for the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Khalifa Abdullah, Al-Ajil, his representative, the Director for the International Relations in the Ministry, Mr. Abdullah Al-Haz, for his presence. We also appreciate always the role of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to develop the commerce and industry in the state of Kuwait and also for the financial growth. And now our dear audience, our next ceremony, it's about the revealing for the flag. So let's lead the Silver Jubilee flag of celebration. We're honored to invite our ambassador, Her Excellency, the Ambassador of State of Republic of India to the state of Kuwait, Paramita Tripathi, please. I would like to invite you to unveil the 25th anniversary for 3D logo and visual presentation showcasing the 25 years programs planned for this landmark. Take your time, please.
A heartfelt thank you to Her Excellency, Srimati Paramita Tripathi, for unveiling the logo and officially launching this memorable year of celebrations. Her Excellency Srimati Paramita Tripathi, the Ambassador of India to Kuwait, was appointed very recently to her role as of September 2025. Her Excellency served as Joint Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, overseeing the Oceania and Indo-Pacific divisions. Over the years, she has held several important diplomatic positions, including Deputy Chief of Mission at the Embassy of India in Berlin and Deputy Consul General at the Consulate General of India in New York. I now take this opportunity to invite Her Excellency Srimati Paramita Tripathi, the Ambassador of India to Kuwait, to say a few words.
Namaskar. Masha al Khair. A very good evening to all of you. The representative of Minister of Commerce and Industry, Chairperson HCL Technologies, Ms. Roshni Nadar, Chairman of IBPC, Mr. Kaiser Shakir, Mr. Suresh, members and Executive Committee of IBPC, distinguished guests. To begin with, let me convey my heartiest congratulations to the Indian Business and Professional Council Kuwait on their 24th Annual Day celebrations. It is both an honor and a privilege to be here with you all this evening, as this is my first public engagement in Kuwait, being the third day since my arrival here. I am happy to be told that IBPC has been contributing to the strengthening of India-Kuwait relations, not only in the realm of trade and business, but also in fostering cultural ties and building stronger community connections. As you are aware, the bond between our two great nations was initially rooted in trade and has since evolved into a deep connection founded on strong people-to-people ties, shared traditions, and cultural exchanges. It is heartening to see notable contributions from our Kuwaiti friends who have played pivotal roles in fostering and strengthening these ties over the years. The Indian community in Kuwait has been the bedrock of the robust India-Kuwait relations, which was upgraded to a strategic partnership during the historic visit of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi last December. This landmark visit marked the beginning of a new chapter in India-Kuwait relations, laying a solid framework for broadening and deepening cooperation across diverse domains. Beyond strengthening traditional areas of collaboration such as trade, investments, and energy, both countries have committed to exploring emerging sectors, including technology, renewable energy, healthcare, education, and infrastructure development, to unlock fresh opportunities for mutual growth and economic diversification towards fulfilling our respective leadership's visions of Viksit Bharat 2047 and New Kuwait 2035. The story of Indian enterprise in Kuwait is one written in dedication and ambition. Today, Indian professionals and businesses contribute to a host of vital sectors, including energy, infrastructure, healthcare, IT, and finance. Our bilateral trade continues its upward trajectory, crossing the $10 billion mark annually, which is a testament to our shared commitment to prosperity and innovation. As we move forward into a new era defined by digital transformation, environmental stewardship, and global connectivity, India and Kuwait are exploring exciting frontiers together. I, on behalf of the Embassy of India in Kuwait, commend the IBPC for its instrumental role in strengthening ties within the India-Kuwait business community and for establishing a platform that not only facilitates knowledge exchange but also celebrates the impactful leadership of both countries. Through its efforts, the IBPC has fostered an ecosystem where success is not measured solely by financial accomplishments, but by the positive contributions made to our shared communities and the continued growth of our bilateral relations. The Council's initiatives serve as a testament to the importance of collaboration and mutual support in driving long-term partnership between both nations. Significantly, this celebration is also a reminder of the values we hold dear: excellence, integrity, and community service. I am sure all of you sitting here today are living proofs and walking examples of all three of these values. The Indian diaspora in Kuwait is a shining example of these values, contributing not only to economic progress, but also to the rich cultural mosaic of this great nation. Your empathy, initiative, and leadership elevate India's standing abroad and inspire future generations. Allow me to convey my heartfelt appreciation to the dedicated leadership of IBPC, led by its chairman, Mr. Kaiser Shakir, and to each member for your sterling contribution to this remarkable journey and for your consistent efforts over the years in promoting Brand India in Kuwait. Your collective endeavors serve as a remarkable example of leadership, professionalism, and dedication to both Indian and Kuwaiti communities. I look forward to working closely with the IBPC, especially in its 25th year next year, to foster deeper collaboration between our two friendly nations. May IBPC continue to be an engine of innovation, opportunity, and goodwill, creating enduring values for India and Kuwait alike. Thank you and wish you all a lovely evening. Namaskar.
Special thanks for Her Excellency the Ambassador Republic of India to the State of Kuwait, Paramita Tripathi, for your wonderful speech, and wish you a pleasant stay in your second country, State of Kuwait. And we appreciate the bilateral diplomatic relation between the two friendly countries. Our dear audience and distinguished guests, now as we celebrate the significant milestone for our Jubilee, the silver. We'll take this opportunity to honor and express our gratitude to our dignitaries in the stage. First, we would like to appreciate the presence for the representative for the Ministry of Industry and Commerce in the State of Kuwait, the Director of International Relations in the Ministry, Mr. Abdullah Al-Haj. Thank you so much for joining us today. On behalf of our working crew and the IBPC, we present today a handcrafted gift from you, which is Rajasthan, and it's a peacock, which also the national bird of India. Artisan use for the traditional techniques like Minakari, work to capture the bird's majestic from the vibrant colors, and the peacock is considered the bring the good luck and also loyalty. So I request the Honorable Chairman of IBPC, Mr. Kaiser Shakir, to already kindly present the Silver Jubilee to the Excellency, the representatives from Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Abdullah Al-Harz.
Thank you, sir. May I invite the Executive Council members, Mr. Gaurav, Mr. Suneet, and Mr. Krishan, to please come on stage. We present the Kuwait Towers, a specially handcrafted gift for Her Excellency Srimati Paramita Tripathi, and to our guest of honor, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra. The Kuwait Towers represents the traditional Kuwaiti reception, signifying incense, perfume, and oils. The tallest tower captures a panoramic view of the city, while the two mosaic spheres mirror the sea and the sky, showing the beauty and resilience of the land. This symbol of architectural brilliance reflects Kuwait's modernization and vision for the future, and also the enduring friendship between India and Kuwait. I request the Honorable Secretary, Mr. Suresh KP, to present the memento to Her Excellency, Mrs. Paramita Tripathi, the Ambassador of India to Kuwait.
Thank you very much. And now I request the Vice Chairman of IBPC, Mr. Gaurav Oberoi, to present the memento to Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, the Chairperson of HCLTech. At this point, I also would like to invite her husband, Mr. Shekhar Malhotra, the CEO and Vice Chairman of HCL Healthcare, to please come forward to the stage to present and accept the memento together. Please proceed.
Once again, we would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude towards our dignitaries for their unwavering support and presence. Tonight, we gather to honor an extraordinary group of individuals, 5 distinguished Kuwaitis and 5 distinguished Indians. Each of these individuals have made a lasting impact, advancing trade and innovation, uplifting communities through philanthropy, empowering minds through education, and celebrating the shared heritage that unites us. To give away our first set of awards, I would like to request our chief guest for this evening, the Director of International Affairs from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Abdullah, to please come forward and give away the awards to 5 phenomenal personalities.
Okay, so now it's time for our award ceremony. So I'm looking to our first pioneers, by the way. So our first award goes to we call some of the Kuwaiti leadings and most diversified business and global presence across all the 5 continents. A pioneer in the telecom industry and deeply respected philanthropist. So today we are very proud to honor Mr. Fuad Al-Ghanem, but unfortunately Mr. Fuad have to travel unexpectedly, but he couldn't attend today. But he have to accept the award from his grandsons, Jasim Muhammad Al-Ghanem and Fuad Mahmoud Al-Ghanem. Please proceed to the stage. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us and congratulations.
Our next award goes to Mr. Sunny Bhatia, the Chief Financial Officer of KIPCO Group, one of GCC's leading investment holding companies. Mr. Bhatia has been featured multiple times on Forbes' Middle East Top Indian Executives in the Arab World. For his exceptional contributions to finance, IBPC presents this award to Mr. Sunny Bhatia. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause.
Congratulations and thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations. Our next distinguished guest, IBPC is honored to recognize a pioneer businesswoman and philanthropist, co-founder and president of Ruqayya Al-Qatami Cancer Foundation. She exemplifies the power of leadership and compassion. I would like to, on behalf of our working crew, would like to award Layla Abdullah Al-Ghanim. Thank you so much. And it's our great honor to award you. But unfortunately, Miss Layla, she's not be present today because of the personal loss. Our thoughts, deepest condolences for her loss with her and all her family.
Our next award goes to the founding executive managing editor of the Times Kuwait, Mr. Revan D'Souza. A pioneering journalist and community leader, under his visionary leadership, the Times Kuwait has grown into one of Kuwait's most reputable publications. IBPC proudly presents this honor for his exceptional contributions to media. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Revan D'Souza.
Congratulations and thank you so much for joining us. Dear audience, our next award goes to a distinguished member of Kuwait's royal family. Her non-profit organizations such as An-Nuwair and Bariq, and she already fostered a self-discovery in a woman and beyond the titles and honors. We'd like to, on behalf of our working crew, we'd like to award Sheikh Intisar Al-Subah, but unfortunately she couldn't be with us today this evening, so we extend our warm greetings to her.
Thank you very much, Director of International Relations, Mr. Abdullah, for graciously presenting these awards. I request the Ambassador of India to Kuwait, Her Excellency Srimati Paramita Tripathi, to present the awards to the next set of dynamic personalities. Our next award goes to Dr. Susavana Sujit Nair, a distinguished oncologist at the Kuwait Cancer Center, specializing in breast cancer treatment. Beyond her clinical practice, Dr. Susavana has spent over 15 years serving the expatriate community. IBPC honors her extraordinary contributions to both the medical field and the community. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Dr. Susavana Sujit Nair.
Well deserved. Congratulations. A very wonderful moment, our dear audience. Today we're awarding a distinguished guest from the state of Kuwait and Republic of India. So now I would like to honor the founder and the manager director for Desert Star Trading Company and TriStar Motorcycles. His initiatives in KMBC Blood Ride together diverse the Motorcycles Club and the Healthcare Institution to serve the community. So please welcome all of the spotlight on him already. With a huge round of applause, Mr. Jafar Bahbahani.
Our next award goes to Mr. Suryakant Balgopal, a self-made businessman who turned his vision into reality with the establishment of the highly respected Al-Salal International Group. For his significant contributions to business, IBPC is proud to honor Mr. Suryakant Balgopal. Please welcome Mr. Suryakant Balgopal.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. أجواء جميلة واستثنائية نشهدها معاكم اليوم في حفل التكريم. الشخصية القادمة أنت قاعد تصورين اللي وراك قاعد يمك، يستاهل الغالي، الكاميرا عليه. راح أقولها هالمرة باللغة العربية. صديق عزيز علي من الشخصيات الاستثنائية في دولة الكويت وخير سفير لنا، دائما نشوفه دائما في المحافل الخاصة في التراث والتاريخ. فنقدم اليوم شخصية جميلة أقام العديد من الفعاليات المتنوعة، وخاصة في موضوع ديسي جيرني اللي كان في مكتبة الكويت الوطنية ومتعاون مع سفارة جمهورية الهند لدولة الكويت. جميعا بليز ويلكم فهد العبد الجليل.
Award for today goes to Mr. Soyab Qurban Badri, the founder and visionary behind Al-Hakimi Supermarket, one of Kuwait's most trusted destinations for authentic Indian products. IBPC proudly honors Mr. Soyab Qurban Badri for his entrepreneurial vision and significant contribution to both business and community. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Mr. Soyab Qurban Badri.
So much for joining us, but kindly I would like to request our Mr. Zoyab to please remain in the stage. Please, Mr. Zoyab, please bear with us and please remain in the stage. Our dear audience, now I would like to invite all the IBPC full executive members and all the people who get awarded, please come to the stage again to take a group photo with our excellencies, the representative for the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Abdullah Al-Harz, and also Her Excellency the Ambassador Republic of India to the State of Kuwait, Paramita Tripathi, and also Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra. Please proceed to the stage, all the awardees. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining at this wonderful occasion. Please stand of applause for our dignitaries and awardees. And now, our dear audience, I would like to request our members for IBPC, please escort our dignitaries off from the stage to their tables. العفو حق واجب. You're most welcome. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the awardees for your well-deserved and exemplary accomplishments. It gives me profound pride and privilege to introduce our guest of honor for this event, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, Chairperson of HCLTech, a leading global technology organization with annual revenues of over 14.2 billion US dollars. She emerged as India's richest woman according to the Hurun India Rich List 2025. This marks a historic first as a woman has entered the top 3 positions of this ranking. As the chairperson of HCLTech, one of India's leading global technology enterprises, she leads a company that serves over 60 countries with a workforce of more than 226,000 professionals. Under her guidance, HCLTech continues to strengthen its position as a global technology powerhouse, driving innovation in artificial intelligence, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and digital transformation. While her leadership and philanthropic reach span India and beyond, we also acknowledge her global familial connection to Kuwait through her spouse, Mr. Shikhar Malhotra, the CEO and Vice Chairman of HCL Healthcare, who hails from the reputed business family in Kuwait, the Malhotras, and who also grew up and did his early education here in Kuwait. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we have the good fortune of having a live interactive session between Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra and Kuwait's very own famous and charismatic TV journalist and presenter, as well as my co-host for this evening, Mr. Abdullah Darwish. Please give a round of applause to them as they take the center stage. Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, please.
One, two, three, test. Very nice. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruby, for wonderful. Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, welcome to your second country state of Kuwait. It's my privilege. Please have a seat, my dear. You have 2 hand mics for her. Perfect. Give me this one. And the others for our audience for later. Hello. Please, may you please. An amazing moment, amazing occasion. First of all, now we'd like, before everything else, let's document your presence in Kuwait with this photo. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Can you raise the mic a little bit? Which number this mic is? Behind in the bottom. And number 3. Okay, now let's check it again.
Hi.
Hi too. How are you, Mrs. Roshni?
Good.
It's a privilege meeting you here in the state of Kuwait, your second country.
Yes, it is my in-laws' home, so I'm visiting all my in-laws here. All the Malhotra shout out, there, I can see a few. But,
Now, amazing. Yeah. So how do you see the welcoming reception here in the state of Kuwait once you are coming here?
Well, I was here 15 years ago, so it's changed a lot since then. Lots of development, a little more traffic, a lot of cars, but it's great.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
So here we are very privileged today. You are with us on the stage with this esteemed guests and also the esteemed speakers. We need to know more about the journey of the HCL. It's like more than 50 years. We'll reach 50 years. So the history about this amazing company. Can you tell us in a brief?
Sure. So
And please put your mic
Yeah.
at the top.
So HCL was founded by my father, Mr. Shiv Nadar, in 1976. So we're in our 50th year, and we'll be completing 50 years next August. It was a very interesting time in India in the 70s. The economy was closed. IBM, Coca-Cola, a lot of these companies were leaving India. And my father and his fellow co-founders at that time decided to build India's first indigenous PCs. And it's been a phenomenal journey, I think, for a lot of you and your families. If you were in India in the 80s and 90s, there wasn't a household that did not have an HCL computer. By the late 90s, we shut down the business of manufacturing computers and pivoted to IT services and software. And it's been a phenomenal journey. We started with, HCL was founded with rupees 1.83 lakhs. Today it's more than 14 billion in revenue and 50 billion in market cap.
Nice.
So
Applause.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's a very remarkable journey. It's been like you like give a description for the 50 years. It's like in 2 minutes. You mentioned in the beginning your father,
Yeah.
Chef Nadar. What do you want to describe him here? Like maybe he's watching you now. What do you want to say to him?
I don't think he's watching, but he's a very interesting person. He was born in a village. He's one of 8 siblings, number 7. He lost his father when he was about 15, and he's made his way through scholarships. And his first job, he was born in South India, in the state of Tamil Nadu, and his first job brought him to North India. And there he met my mother, who was this North Indian Punjabi, and she told him that there's no way they're going to move to South India. So that's why HCL is the only tech company in India which is headquartered in Delhi, whereas everything else is either in Bangalore or Chennai, because of a very strong Punjabi woman, for all the Punjabi women in the room. And yeah, kudos to them. And so I think the way I would describe him is of course, he's one of India's first generation entrepreneurs. For people who might have met him or come across him, he's a very quiet person, but of course extremely strong, takes a lot of risks.
Yeah, nice.
But he's also extremely decisive. In HCL, he always had this culture that he wanted to create an organization that would outlive him.
Okay.
And it's very unique, and I think some of you would appreciate this. There are very few founders in general, especially first-generation founders, but Indians specifically, who found a company and then within the first 10, 15 years step off being a CEO.
Nice.
So he just stepped off being a CEO, and he loved doing strategy. But that allowed, I think, HCL to mature and grow professionally, and since then we've had about 4 or 5 CEOs,
Nice.
all from within the organization. Our current CEO, he just completed 30 years at HCL. He started his career there. And when he stepped out of the company as a chair in 2020, he just never looked back. He stepped out of the company, he retired, and he retired off the board.
Okay.
And I joined HCL in 2018, so that's also been a minute. But yeah, he's an interesting person.
It's an interesting person. We have to greet, round of applause for the chef, Chef Nadar, her father. And amazing. I see you're joyful, how you're talking about him, how proud you are. But you are following his lead, his vision. But for sure in the new era, new generation, everything changed. Or sometimes you have new development, and also maybe he's witnessing also your husband, Mr. Shekhar, also Malhotra. So what is the thing you changed during the company seminar? What is the thing you add value? And instead of also his vision, you add also your vision.
Well, I think the way I'd look at HCL is, I haven't stepped into his shoes. I think I stand on his shoulders.
Okay.
So, and I think when you look at it that way, we're in an industry which is technology. Technology changes every day, so we have to adapt, we have to change. I think HCL is a very different company today. I think when he stepped off, we were about 8 billion in revenue, and we were about 18 billion in market cap. So today we have 14 and 50. And I think, of course, I would say we're very unique because there isn't another tech company in India that has a woman chair. So
that's good.
That's it. That's what's different. And yeah, but it's a phenomenal team and a phenomenal leadership. And yeah, the engine has to keep running.
Keep running with the new aspect and new something, we call it the culture and also the pillars. What is your pillars you added for the contribute for the bit for HCL? What do you think?
Sorry?
The best pillars, the adding pillars you added already for the HCL group.
So I think one of the very strong pillars for HCL is that because unlike a lot of our peers, because we built computers, we came from core engineering. So even today, engineering is a very strong pillar for HCL. I would say entrepreneurship is another strong pillar. And you know, everybody at HCL has a sense of ownership, but that's also because Shiv as a founder helped foster that culture of, you know, taking that accountability and responsibility, because he stepped off that role very early, so he allowed others to grow. And you know, I think it's extremely unique to India that the entire tech industry in India employs about 6 million people.
Okay.
And contributes 7% to the GDP. And the average age in the company is 27. So it's culturally very different. Not HCL, the IT industry. Yeah. But so I think that it's, you know, you just have to constantly keep evolving.
Evolving and being the best. Because now, you know, now we are in, this era is very competitive.
Yeah.
And AI is coming already. For sure, for the next decades, we will have a long-term goals. Can you share it exclusive to our audience here?
I mean, it's not exclusive, but yeah, I think just to sort of help differentiate, you've got companies who are product companies, like your hyperscalers, like your Microsofts, Googles, and they're investing in AI from a product standpoint. And where IT services companies play a role is that for each one of these products deployed across all kinds of companies, across different industries, you need to build products and platforms and like an intelligence layer. So even today, for all of you in the room, you know, as consumers, you download ChatGPT and, you know, you ask it something and you already think that it's better than it was before in the way that it's able to answer to you. However, in enterprise, especially when you think of different industries, you know, across the world, from oil and gas, from auto, you know, core engineering and tech, telecom, across RCPG, there's an intelligence layer for process automation. And I think that's what IT services companies do. That's going to be the strategy for us. And of course, upskilling. So as I said, that the industry, and including ourselves, our workforce is 226,000, they're young people. I think the biggest thing you have to do is upskill.
Yes.
And skill, and that's a very important part. I mean, in our company, we spend anywhere between 2 to 4 million hours a quarter of just upskilling and training.
Nice.
So,
Upskill and training and
yeah.
keep go forward.
Keep going forward.
Amazing. So what about your core values, your motto all the time? What makes you always keeping going forward? It's about you. What about your core values? I noticed like when you're talking, always think about long term. You motivate yourself all the time. I saw also your husband is looking as well.
Yeah, I think my core values would be just stay the course. And the only reason I can say that is because in this time of disruption, I think there are going to be many winners, but more losers. So
Many winners?
But more losers.
Losers.
So I think when you put your head down and you just persevere, and you know, it's important to respond, not react.
Respond, not to react.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
that's strategic intent. Yeah.
Amazing. Applause. This is very good strategic. Today she's sharing something nice. So let's go now for another topic important with this charity philanthropy beyond the business. What you want to give something to the community? What do you want to say?
So the Shiv Nadar Foundation and the HCL Foundation, I think, are among the largest foundations in India. And you know, because Shiv was a product of education, when he started to make profit in the business and doing well, he set up the SSN College of Engineering in Chennai. And today it's among the top 10 private engineering colleges in the country. And after I returned from the US in 2008, and 2009 Shikhar and I got married, I think Shiv was very keen that we you know, grow the foundation, and which we did. So now we've got, you know, about 6 Shiv Nadar schools, Vidyagyan Leadership Academies. My mother is the largest collector of Indian art in the world, and we're building India's largest private museum. It's 1 million square feet for modern and contemporary art in Delhi near the airport. Her collection's about 18,000 works. And yeah, so for us, I think philanthropy is another coin of business. And we're in an industry that we see and work with young people every day. So it's good to be on the other side, also helping shape their futures.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Very well said from you. Now let's talk more about Kuwait. The HCL leadership here to grow the business here in Kuwait. What do you want to add? Because I know like the branches is everywhere, but now because we are here in Kuwait, so what do you want to add for the growth business here in the state of Kuwait?
So I think again, there are so many opportunities with the advent of AI and what's happening, especially enterprise AI. And in Kuwait, you know, for your largest industries like oil and gas and, you know, other financial services, I think, you know, HCL can play a big role. And we continue to grow our presence and investment in the Middle East. So, yeah, I mean, this is IBPC. I'm here to do business, everybody. I'm always pitching. Yeah.
Amazing. So we finished an IBPC. Now it's time to hear the audience. Our working crew, I will request now you prepare the mic. Any person who want to have a comments or anything, any question for our distinguished guest, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra. We also appreciate your comments and also your suggestions in the sake for the success for this event. So who wants to have any question, just raise your hand. Our team will gonna give you and proceed to you the mic. So who wants to give us a question? Because of the light. Who wants to have some, okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
No pressure, huh?
No pressure. Okay. I will request you later, okay? That will come to you. Okay. But please, I request you, please, I'd like you to stand up and please introduce yourself and send us your question, please.
Thank you for visiting us.
It's okay. Just fix it again. Mic number. Try, madam. It's okay. This thing happening usually because we are on a live show and this thing happens.
Thank you for visiting us, and it's a pleasure having you in Kuwait. I just wanted to ask, as a woman entrepreneur and leading such a big company, was it any different for you, or the challenges maybe you had to overcome at any stage?
Your good name?
Najda Abdullah.
Najda, okay. Let's speak about women empowerment.
Thank you. So actually, it's sometimes interesting you ask that question. What I got more than woman was, oh my God, you're so young. I got that more. And it was very interesting for me because not as much now, but I think my attitude to it is if you're in the room, you've earned your way to be there. So, and we're in an industry anyway that's getting only younger. And so, yeah, I'm waiting for a few more of me, but it feels good to be in the room.
Amazing, amazing. Well answer. Thank you so much. So, about our next guest, okay, please introduce yourself.
My name is Rajpal Tyagi. and I met you there. My first question is related what you just now said, that HCL has such a big business, and you are saying that IBPC, I'm here for the business. What kind of a sort of a business you have in mind? What can connect Kuwait and HCL so both the countries could be benefited? That's my first question, and I have another one. Being in such a pressure job and having so much of involvement, how you cope with the home, family, and the business?
Yeah, so on the first, I think...
for the HCL.
Okay, I'm not going to pitch that much also.
Okay.
Yeah, we will discuss that later. I will tell you about some of our services, but it's a bit boring to discuss it in front of everybody else. Yeah, but on your second question, see, I don't believe in work-life balance. It's just work-life priorities. I'm here today with Shikhar. My kids are alone at home. It's okay, they'll survive. I grew up with two very hard-working parents who worked all the time, and I'm an only child. I think I turned out fine, so I'm okay with that.
So how about the second question? How can you differentiate between your life and your work? How can you separate yourself? Time for yourself, time for your work.
I think it's all about priorities, right? And I think I try to keep my life clutter-free. So I'm not on any social media, officially or unofficially. I don't have Instagram, Twitter, anything. So I think that does free up some time. And yeah, you just, I guess, have to keep it
nice.
Simple.
Simple, and have to be always choose your best priority and most important. Last question. Who will gonna have it? Oh, I have 5 rising hands. Okay. Okay, your good name?
My name is Ajay Goyal. Good evening, Roshni, and welcome to Kuwait. My question is, you can throw some more light after the AI, what is the future of the people, of the jobs, and of the companies? What changes and what transformation it will need?
Did you hear him?
Can you say it again?
Can you say it higher, please?
I think
Louder.
with the AI coming so fast and so many things are happening around in IT industry, what do you think the future of the transformation, how the people should react, how the people should transform the way of working?
So I think the pace of change because of AI is really fast, but what's not moving fast enough is the pace of skilling. If you know, I also sit on the Dean's Advisory Council at MIT Engineering, and whether it's that or it's our engineering schools, you know, we'll often be discussing that why is it that in this age of AI, students are still opting to take computer engineering? Do they need to do computer science? Shouldn't they be focusing on other lines of engineering, because you're going to need core engineering like mechanical and some of the stuff, of some of the future stuff like quantum, semiconductor, and some of those lines. So I think that a lot of people who are not only just in our industry, but also looking to enter the tech industry should be thinking about what they're skilling themselves in. Because some of those skills will be taken away with all the process automation that AI is going to do. So the definition of the entry-level jobs are changing, and you need to prepare yourself. So it's different.
Amazing, thank you so much. I know like everyone want to have plenty of questions. I saw too many hands, but because of the time limits, I appreciate your presence. And not only greetings to us, to all our dear audience. This applause for all of you. Thank you for joining us today. And something else. Your last words to IBPC.
Yes.
You have to say something for Mr. Kaysar and Surish. What do you want to say to them?
No, so I think to Mr. Kaysar, to Mr. Suresh, to the Honorable Ambassador, and to everybody here in the room, thank you for having me. And I'm happy to have come back after 15 years. Don't give us more reasons to come faster. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra. Thank you so much. Thank you for your presence. It's my privilege. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for your thoughtful questions, and thank you, Mrs. Malhotra, for your gracious and insightful responses. I request Mrs. Malhotra to remain on stage and the Honorable Chairman and Honorable Secretary of IBPC to please come alongside on the stage. We would like to take this moment to sincerely acknowledge and thank our sponsors, who are also our own fraternity members. Their generous support has not only made today's celebration possible, but has also been a cornerstone of the success of IBPC's programs and initiatives over the years.
Now I would like to request also the full executive members of IBPC, please proceed also to the stage. To continuing now about our award ceremony. We are very pleased, we already have my privilege to moderate our distinguished guest, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra. A privilege also her husband here, Mr. Shekhar Malhotra. Thank you so much for joining us. Now it's time for our award ceremony. So I request our guest of honors, Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra, to honor the presenting moments for the premium sponsors. So, first of all, our annual year and platinum sponsor, Mr. Raman Jindran Group CFO, Fuad Al Ghanem and Sons Group of Companies. Please proceed to the stage and congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. We are continuing now awarding our sponsors, the successful partners. So our platinum sponsor goes to STC. I would like to request the representative to please come forward and accept the memento from STC. Please proceed. Another platinum sponsor, Mr. Tony Jashanmal, President of Jashanmal Group. Unfortunately, he could not make it today, but extends his warm wishes for all. And now, dear audience, now is time for have a moment for our 34 sponsoring along with dignitaries. So I will call the name. The first 15 companies, I request the representatives to come up to the stage directly, the 15 names. So I'd like to welcome all of us. First, Chairman Press, Mr. Huzaifa Bitladi. Please proceed. And also, Caesar's Confectionery, Mr. Sanjay Gaur. Please proceed. And third one, Mr. Protivity Global Business Consulting, Mr. Sanjeev Agrawal. Please proceed. And representatives from Kitco. Please proceed. Okay, the next one, Al Mailam Tires, Mr. Grovinder Singh Lamba. Please proceed. Alongside with Al Mutawa and Sahni, Mr. Bawa Sahni, please proceed. And Safina Rent a Car Company, Mr. James Matthew, please proceed. KEPCO, Kuwait Projects Company, the representative. I would like to request a representative, please proceed to the stage. Medex Middle Company, Mr. Muhammad Ali. As-Salala Group, Mr. Krishan. Star Group, Mr. Kareem Chapali. Taj Mahal Marbles, Mr. Abdullah Chakwala. And Sahara Air Conditioning, Mr. Nadal Ahmed. And Asmax, Mr. Rishbax Saroji. Please proceed to the stage.
Thank you all. You may take your seats as we invite the next group. From Lulu Hypermarket, Mr. Srijit. Hakimi, Mr. Burhan Uddin. Oriental Restaurant, Mr. Satish Shetty. AJMS Group, Mr. Udit Vadva. House of Steel, Mr. Muhammad Merchant. Mughal Mahal, Mr. Ashok Kalra. Indian Heritage Company, Mr. Anup Jain. Kuwait Automotive Imports Company, Mr. Ashish Tandon. ITL, Mrs. Najda. Malabar Gold, Mr. Afzal Khan. Global Technology, Mr. Karthik Ramdas. Nexus Financial Services, Mr. Suneet Arora. Samara Auto Parts, Mr. S.K. Vadhavan. Kuwait Swedish Cleaning Services Company, Mr. Asad Khan. Diwar Real Estate, Mr. Deepak Oberoi. Hussain and Kaiser International Company, Mr. Hassan Merchant. IDC Contracting Company, Mr. Fakhri Ibrahim Travadi. All Food Studios, Miss Kulsum. Once again, thank you all very much to all our sponsors for your generous support and partnership. I request our council members to escort our guest of honor to her place off the dais. Now, to conclude this event, I would like to take this opportunity to invite the Joint Secretary of IBPC, Mr. Suneet Arora, to propose the vote of thanks for this evening. Mr. Sunit Arora.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Indian Business and Professional Council, Kuwait, it is my privilege and honor to offer vote of thanks on the memorable occasion, our 24th Annual Day celebrations and Silver Jubilee flag off ceremony. We are truly honored by the gracious presence of our chief guest, His Excellency Khalifa Abdullah Al-Ajil, Her Excellency Mrs. Paramita Tripathi, and Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra. Your inspiring words and presence have made this evening truly special. My heartfelt appreciation to our chairman, Mr. Kaiser T. Shakir, for his vision and guidance. Our secretary, Mr. Suresh KP, our vice chairman, Mr. Gaurav Abarai, and our treasurer, Mr. Kishan Suryakant, for their dedication, teamwork, and leadership in bringing this grand celebration to life. I am proud to serve alongside each of you as part of this dynamic executive committee. Thank you very much. A special acknowledgement to Al-Ghanim Group, our sponsors, our annual and platinum sponsors actually, partners, and to STC and Jashanbar Group, our platinum partners, for their continued support and confidence in IBPC. We also extend our heartfelt thanks to all our golden sponsors whose logos are displayed on the screen. Your partnership have made this Silver Jubilee celebrations truly possible. Thank you, all the sponsors again. And a special thanks to our several different teams we made. It was quite a job to create the whole thing. And the souvenir committee, the reception committee, and the stage committee, and many other committee. A special word of appreciation to Karthik, Burhanuddin, Rushma, Rima, Kulsum, Lavina, and the too many names, and the large team of volunteers for their warm hospitality and seamless coordination. Thank you all. Thanks also to Lennon and Wilson for their valuable support in the souvenir preparation, and to Shireen for managing the lights and sounds arrangements with great precision. That's why I could reach you now with this sound. Thank you. We are equally grateful to Victor and the entire Ward of Astoria team for their impeccable arrangements and warm hospitality throughout the event. And finally, a special round of applause for our wonderful MCs, Mr. Abdulaziz Darwesh and Dr. Ribi Thomas, for steering the evening with such a charm, poise, and energy. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much, by Helen Keller. And as we step into our Silver Jubilee year, let us continue our journey together towards 25 years of excellence in India-Kuwait relationship and shared progress. Thank you all once again. It's now my pleasure to hand over the microphone back to our MCs, Mr. Abdulaziz Darwesh and Dr. Ribi Thomas, who will take you forward with the evening and dinner announcements. Jai Hind and Jai Kuwait. Thank you.
Dear audience, no need papers now. It comes from my heart to all of you, from my heart to heart. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Kaiser and Mr. Sorish from the IBPC and all the executive members for this an amazing evening. I would like to greet and welcome also Her Excellency the Ambassador of Republic of India to the State of Kuwait, Paramita Tripathi, and also our distinguished guest. So Mrs. Roshni Nadar Malhotra and Sheikh Malhotra, thank you so much for joining us in your second country, State of Kuwait. Congratulations for all the awardees, the 10th ones, and all the 34 sponsors. It's our privilege today to document this amazing day, 2025. It will be the day to already award all of these. And this also applied the vision for IBPC to extend an excellence and improve the Indo-Kuwait business relations all the time. And today we already celebrate 25 years of achievement, accomplishment, and for all innovation. Enjoy your moment today with also Indian instrumental like Dr. Ribia.
Please relax, savor your meal, and let the music set the ambience for an evening of conversation, celebration, and togetherness. Thank you all once again, and have a great evening.